Morning, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Hope everyone's having a nice Monday morning. Going to be talking about the forecast, what we can expect as we head into your Monday, into the upcoming work week. Is overall, again, especially compared to the first full week of the month, I think things will be a little bit quieter for us as we head over the next 7 days. We still have a couple things we want to keep an eye out for, both in the short-term forecast and in the long-range forecast. But again, overall, things are pretty quiet. I think we should have a fairly comfortable week as we head over the next 7 days. So jumping right in, I want to start with, again, since we're a third of the way through the month, where we've been through the first 10 days of November. And again, generally it's been at least a few degrees above average, but it's been pretty close to normal, especially over the course of the last week or so. High temperatures in Lincoln for the first 10 days of the month. 8 of them have been above average, 2 of them below average. Again, you can see this last weekend we were right around 60 degrees, so again, pretty comfortable both Saturday and for us for the day on your Sunday. Again, last Friday as well as last Tuesday, a couple of the cooler days, again, when we had rain across the area with high temperatures in the lower to middle 50s. And in terms of rainfall, it has been just rain so far, but again, getting to that time of year when could come in any form, rain or snow. And again, we have had a good month so far in terms of our moisture. Again, already this month, almost 2 inches of rainfall observed at the Lincoln Airport, which again is great news, considering that's more than we've seen in all of September and October combined by a large margin. So again, about 1.5 inches above average for our rainfall. You can see we've had 6 days with measurable moisture. Again, a couple of them pretty light, but the rest of them anywhere between 0.3 of an inch and 0.5 inch of moisture. So again, nice to see. If we weren't to get any more moisture for the rest of the month, we would have the 37th wettest November on record. And the wettest November in about 10 years, you have to go back to 2015, the last time that we had a wetter November than we've had thus far. And that was a month where we had, I think it was about $1.97, $1.98 in terms of our moisture that month. You have to go back to 2005 for the last time that we had more than 2 inches of moisture in November. So again, shaping up that it looks like we're going to see a pretty good month. We do still have some chances for rain later this week, and then the long-range forecast continues to look fairly active for us as well, especially as we head again over the next several weeks. Looking ahead to again Thanksgiving, long-range models do have some activity in the area, so again that's something we'll have to keep a close eye on. But again, we've seen a good amount of moisture over the last several days. So for the year, we're just shy of 26 inches of precipitation here in Lincoln. Again, we were at a deficit of over 3 inches not long ago. We've cut that down to just under 1.5 inches, so that is good. So again, eating into that deficit, and we'll hopefully see again some more of that reflected in the drought monitor that we have released later this week. Snowfall, still waiting for our first measurable snowfall of the season. Again, almost 1.5 inches below normal now for our snowfall here in the capital city. It wasn't too far away from us over this last several days that we saw some really heavy snow across parts of eastern Colorado, where they saw several feet of snowfall. So again, it's that time of year. Our average first snowfall in Lincoln is this week. It comes on November 18th is our average first snowfall. So again, that time of year where it can really happen at any time. Our normal low temperature now is 30 degrees, so again below freezing. So again, it all kind of depends on the timing. Again, if we can get some of that moisture to fall during the late night and overnight hours, good chance it could come as snowfall. And again, obviously you can see with the normal high of 54 too, can be cold enough, gets a push of cold air in to see snow instead of rain. So again, no snow in the forecast for the next week, but again, it's that time of year when we got to start talking about it again sooner rather than later. So if we check out your weather headlines again for today and this week, again, overall nice start to the week for us. We will be talking about rain chances through the day on your Wednesday, maybe even a rumble of thunder or two, but then past that it looks like a mild finish to the week, and again looks generally dry as we head into the upcoming weekend as well. Right now, sky views across the state, again, you can see things are pretty quiet, maybe a few clouds here and there, but generally looking at sunny skies as we start our Monday. Right now in Lincoln, you can see new camera here at 1011 Studios at 40th and Vine, so again, seeing a little bit more of those colors pop for us on Lincoln sky view. 47 at the airport, it's 45 here in Midtown Lincoln. A little bit of a northeast breeze this morning at around 13 miles an hour does just make it feel a touch cooler with the feels like temperature of 41. Temperatures across the Lincoln Metro, according to the Tempest weather stations, again generally sit in the middle 40s for us. Temperatures statewide ranging anywhere from the low 30s to the mid to upper 40s. Warmest readings in the southeast. Also 47 in Nebraska City, Falls City, and Beatrice. It's 41 in Grand Island, 42 in North Platte, 33 degrees though in Alliance. Winds variable, but generally fairly light at around 5 to 10, 5 to 15 miles an hour. I think again that's where we'll stick with our wind throughout most of the day. Today is around that 5 to 15 mile an hour range. Satellite and radar picture again is fairly quiet. A few clouds here and there. If you look at the visible satellite imagery, again, you can see there's some patchy fog also across, especially north-central sections of the state. But overall, things, again, fairly quiet with mainly sunny skies and generally dry conditions across the state. We zoom out, look at a regional view. Again, things are pretty quiet for us across the Midwest. And if you zoom out, look at a national view, overall, things are pretty quiet. Some rain and snow showers across the Great Lakes into parts of southern Canada. Also some rain and snow showers across the Pacific Northwest. And mainly some rain showers down along the Gulf Coast and into parts of the Carolinas and up into New England. But again, overall, things are pretty quiet. Weather alerts, there's not really a whole lot of them. There's a few winter weather advisories in the high country and the high mountain areas up across the western half of the country. But you zoom in, look at the Midwest, again, really nothing going on for us early this morning. So again, like I said, things pretty quiet. So we check out Skycast as we head through the day today. Generally looking at mostly sunny skies out there. Again, should be fairly quiet. A few passing clouds here and there, but really nothing to worry about for us. By 10 o'clock tonight, looking at clear skies and quiet conditions across the state through the overnight hours tonight. Again, maybe some areas of patchy fog across the western sections of the state. I think by Tuesday afternoon, though, again, we should be looking at mostly sunny to sunny skies. A little bit more of a breeze, though, as we head into the day on Tuesday. Winds out of the south and southeast 10 to 20, gusting to 30 miles an hour, and maybe even stronger than that across the western sections of the state. But we stayed dry through Tuesday afternoon, but as we head Tuesday evening into the day on Wednesday, an area of low pressure begins to push into the state, and we're going to start to see chances for rain and maybe a few isolated thunderstorms begin to crop back into the forecast. So you can see by early Wednesday morning, dealing with scattered, isolated to widely scattered showers, maybe some isolated thunderstorms as we start today, and then those off and on hit and miss type of showers and isolated thunderstorms are expected to continue as we head through the morning and then into Wednesday afternoon, with that activity eventually ending from west to east as we head into the afternoon and evening time frame. You can see by 5 o'clock Wednesday, western half of the state, sunny skies, dry conditions. Eastern half of the state still dealing with clouds and scattered light rain as we head through Wednesday late afternoon into the evening time frame. So again, chance of rain doesn't look like overall it's going to be widespread heavy rain across the area, kind of like our last couple opportunities where we saw kind of an all-day fairly steady rain at times that, again, a lot of areas picked up half an inch to an inch, if not even more. This looks like it's going to be fairly light, maybe around a tenth to a quarter of an inch for a lot of the eastern half of the state, not as much in the west. Heavier rainfall amounts are going to be possible down to our south and east across parts of eastern Kansas and into Missouri. So again, that's something that we'll keep a close eye on. Again, zooming in here on Nebraska, not a whole lot for us over the course of the next week, and really our best chance is going to be on Wednesday. And again, like I said, we could end up with maybe a tenth to around a quarter of an inch of moisture with some of those showers and thunderstorms that move on through. So not a lot, but again, we've already seen a pretty good amount so far this month. And again, if we can add on a little bit at a time, we'll absolutely take it to try and eat into that precipitation deficit that we have across the state. In terms of temperatures, highs today, again, a little bit cooler across the northern tier of the state. They're going to be in the upper 40s to right around 50 degrees, but mid to upper 50s to right around 60 degrees along and south of Interstate 80, 57 in Lincoln, 55 for Grand Island, Hastings, and Kearney, 56 in North Platte, right around 60, though, for areas like Imperial, McCook, Hebron, and Falls City this afternoon. Low temperatures tonight, chilly, but close to normal, generally in the low to mid 30s across much of the 10-11 coverage area. High temperatures tomorrow, maybe do a degree or two better, especially for the northern parts of the state. Again, that southeast breeze will help pump up temperatures by at least a few degrees, generally in the mid to upper 50s to right around 60 degrees. Low temperatures into Wednesday morning stay mild thanks to that southeast breeze, dropping down only into the mid to upper 40s for the eastern half of the state, anywhere from the low 30s to the low 40s in the west. And then a little bit cooler on Wednesday. High temperatures generally in the low to mid 50s across the state for the day on Wednesday. And again, that will come with clouds and those scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms thunderstorms through the day on Wednesday. Into Thursday morning, it's generally low to mid-30s across the state, and then Thursday afternoon, temperatures do rebound a little bit, low to mid-60s across a good chunk of the state, save for the far eastern sections of the state hanging out in the upper 50s. 7-day forecast for Lincoln looks like this. Again, you can see today looks nice, mainly sunny, 57. Also mainly sunny but breezy on Tuesday, 59 for a high, and a little bit cooler on Wednesday with those rain chances, but then low to mid-60s for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, mostly to partly sunny skies, dry conditions. Sunday, a little bit cooler, mid-50s, which again, closer to normal with a small chance, outside chance for some moisture for the day on your Sunday that we'll keep a close eye on. Extended forecast for select cities across the state, 10-day forecast looks like this. You can see this week, things are pretty quiet, generally above average, mid-50s to low to mid-60s through Saturday. Sunday, a little bit cooler, and then we're looking at maybe a more significant cool down as we head towards the middle part of the week next week. That's a time frame to keep an eye on. By next Wednesday, again, long-range models have high temperatures only in the upper 30s to upper 40s across the state. So again, definitely a time frame that we'll keep an eye on. Precipitation forecast looks like this. Again, you can see generally dry Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be our day with the best chance for moisture. Thursday, Friday, Saturday are generally dry, but then Sunday into the first half of the week next week, again, looks like we could see some of that active weather return. So again, like I said at the very beginning, long-range forecast still looks like it could be a little bit busy for us over weeks 2 and maybe weeks 3 in the forecast. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook. This takes us November 18th through November 24th. From the Climate Prediction Center, still favors above average temperatures during this time frame. Also continues to favor wetter than average conditions during this time frame as well. So again, just kind of adding to the story where, again, could continue to see some active weather, especially, again, in weeks 2 and 3 in the forecast. And so we'll continue to keep you updated as we, again, learn more. Again, obviously, weeks 2 and 3 are still a long ways off in the forecast and are going to change a million different ways before we finally actually get to those forecasts. Yeah, keep it tuned to 1011, both on air and online, for all of your latest forecast details as well as your latest news and sports headlines. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Hope everyone has a nice Monday. Hope everyone has a nice week. Again, should be a nice start to the week for us, and we'll keep an eye on that chance of rain for the day on your Wednesday. So until next time, appreciate everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.